Good morning, Mr. Kramer-Vickers.
Good morning, Mrs. Kramer-Vickers. Now, I know it's traditional for the happy couple to have their wedding dance on their wedding night, but...
We're not even close to traditional.
No, Addie.
Stop that this instant! You dropped the charges against Jared?
Yeah, sure did.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I was so disgusted, I didn't want to get into it.
So it was Clint's idea?
No, we both agreed on it. I mean, Natalie didn't give us much of a choice.
Natalie blackmailed her own family?
Well, she said that she wouldn't tell us who Pa's long-lost son really is unless we agreed to drop all the charges against Jared.
So you know who his son is?
Oh, yeah.
Well, who is it?
Well,
You don't trust me, do you?
I was so hoping I wouldn't have to explain all this to Jessica first thing this morning.
Papers.
I don't know. But I'm telling you, it's the last thing Jessie needs today.
Oh, find out that the man responsible for killing Nash isn't going to spend one day behind bars?
Yeah, how do I explain that?
Fortunately, Natalie didn't really give you any choice.
I hate the terms, but I'm glad we made the deal.
No, you had to find out who your brother was, even though it's David Vickers.
You know, the awful thing is, I can't tell Jessica that.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
You know something?
What?
I'm going to help Jessie get through this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to turn my attention to Dorian.
Jared. It's okay. Just a dream. Dream about saving Nash again, weren't you?
Sally, it was just an accident. You never meant to hurt him.
Did you sleep?
Yeah. I dreamt that my sister didn't hate me anymore and that my family didn't blame me for Nash's death. And then I woke up.
Vicky, it's Clint. I don't know if you've seen this morning's Sun, but, well, look, I'll explain to you when I get there. Just try to make sure that Jessie doesn't see that paper. I want to be the one to tell her.
Mom,
Morning, darling. I was just going to bring this tray up for you.
I'm hungry. Where's Bree?
She's on the terrace with Lois. It's a beautiful morning.
Good. I wouldn't want the weather to ruin the day I have to bear the love of my life.
Lindsay, this has nothing to do with you. Clint and Nora and I all decided that we weren't going to discuss this with anyone until we came up with a plan of how we were going to handle this long-lost son.
Nora knows.
Well, yeah, she was there. She was acting as our attorney.
So you trust her and not me?
Oh, no, this isn't going to be about Nora again, is it?
So not. Look, I did this to myself. That much I know. You know, I was trying to help Clint save B.E. and I went behind your back.
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with that.
Well, sure it does. Look, I was doing my best so that you wouldn't have to compromise your ethics, but it came out as one big fat lie.
And I told you that I understand why you handle things the way you did, and hey, I meant it.
I'm glad. And if you gave Clint and Nora your word that you wouldn't tell me who your real brother is...
No, see, it's not just you. It's anybody.
I'm trying to tell you, I totally understand. And guess what?
What?
It's none of my business anyway.
I gotta leave.
Okay.
No. Continental breakfast and coffee are included.
Roxy, you're not charging me for the room. I can at least pay for my breakfast.
Hey, man, I owe you a big solid.
Okay, but look, I am going to pay you back. I just don't know when. Now that I've lost my contracts with BE, I'm a little out of a job.
Hey, listen, come on, lighten up. You know, your son could have been doing 10 years in the big house. Be grateful.
That's true. Maybe I'll finally have a chance to be a real father to Jared.
Have you heard anything from her nibs? Vicky?
Oh, no. No, I think she's finished with me. And if she is, I can't say that I blame her one little bit.
Oh, what's this?
I bought you a dress today, darling. I didn't want you to have to... No, I just wanted to do something for you.
Thank you. I hope it's not too small. The baby's affecting my waistline already.
I took that in consideration.
Everybody's gonna know I'm pregnant anyway.
Does that matter?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I don't know.
Baby, we will get through today, I promise you. We will help you, okay? You're not alone, and you never will be. You'll always be surrounded by so many people who love you.
I know. But you're my family, and, you're supposed to love me. You have to love me. Today I'm marrying somebody that just... He just loved me, I miss him so much. I woke up this morning when it was just getting light, and I went to go and check on Bree, and she was wide awake already in her bed. And I reached down to just kind of brush her hair, and she said, "I love you." Oh, honey. I know, it was the first time, and all I wanted to do was just go run and tell Nash. I should just go back upstairs.
Baby, I don't want to be a nudge, but you really have to eat something.
I know, I just don't want to run into Natalie right now. That's too bad.
Natalie hasn't even slept here in 2 nights.
Oh, good. And maybe she can share a cot with Jared in his jail cell.
I just go back and make up for the damage that I have done to you and your family.
Can't, so it's done is done.
Yeah, when I think of what I put Jessica and Nash through, and now Nash is dead.
Jared, it was an accident. You did everything you could to try to help Nash save that vineyard.
Yeah, well, everything I was trying to do blew up in my face.
Because of Dorian.
No, because of me. It was me. I hurt everyone I cared about. You're the one good thing that came out of it.
I'm so happy that we're together. It's just, I'm happy that my sister is going through hell.
Whatever she says, she doesn't hate you. She hates me.
Well, if she doesn't hate me already, she definitely will when she finds out that I blackmailed Dad and Uncle Bo to keep you from going to prison. I hope they put Jared in prison for the rest of his life. I keep on seeing him push Nash. I keep on seeing Nash falling over and over again. Natalie deserves to wake up every morning and know that she can't be with the man that she loves. Then maybe she'll know just a little bit the pain that I'm feeling right now. Stop it! Stop!
Put your clothes on, David.
I've seen David a lot less than this.
Wedding night and all.
You mean you two have actually...
Addie, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry from all that sex.
Dear heaven, if you're looking for a way to punish me, you found it.
Darling, you have to know that your father and Beau and I are absolutely furious with Natalie.
I'm way more than furious, Mark.
I'm sure. But just for today, maybe you could try to accept how incredibly sorry they are. Just do it for Nash. He deserves to be buried in peace.
Do you remember when, we all thought that Grandpa was dead and he really wasn't?
Yeah.
We were all devastated. And then Natalie came in, and she was wearing that red dress, and she just gave us all hell, and she loved every second of it.
I think she's changed a lot since then.
I used to think that. I don't think so anymore, Mom. I wouldn't put anything by that selfish little bitch.
Hello?
Dear Lindsay, well, I think it's pretty clear that we're friends, and that's all we're going to be. Beau's the one for you, and that's pretty much that, so it's probably best to put some distance between us. For now. I know it's best for me, so I'm going to spend some time in Chicago. I miss Rachel, and family time is hard to come by. I'll always be a friend, Lindsay, but I'd like to be more than that. I'm not sure what happened between us. Maybe I didn't appreciate you enough. It takes a special kind of woman to kill a monster like Spencer Truman and then fake a nervous breakdown to avoid doing time. I'm proud I was the one you trusted enough to share that secret with. After Jen, well, you suffered enough. More prison time would have been a crime. I'll always remember how good you were with Jamie during that time I had her. And you deserve to be happy. You say Beau makes you happy. Your secret is safe with me. All my love, RJ.
Oh, remember that? Oh, look how happy we are. Dorian, look how happy we are.
It was a beautiful and moving ceremony.
I loved it when he sang.
So help me. If you have laid a finger on my sister...
I told you she'd be jealous.
Well, back up, Jory. You have a whole company now. And I guess you can't go to bed with that, can you?
Oh, I'm sure she's snuggled up to a nice, warm balance sheet.
You listen up, you low-rent Casanova.
No, not going to be listening anymore. You made your choice. Now you got to live with it. And us.
Oh? I think not.
Sweetheart, I understand how you feel. I really do, because it's frankly easier to be angry than to face what you've lost.
There's nothing easy about this, Mom. There's nothing easy about this. If it wasn't for Jared and Natalie, Nash would still be here. He would be here, and we'd be with our daughter, and we'd be talking about this new baby, and we'd be fighting over names.
Sweetheart, I wouldn't dream of telling you how to feel. But for today, I would like you to bury Nash with all the grace and the love that's in your heart, because I know that your love for Nash is stronger than your anger.
Well, I hope you're right. I really do.
Nash would probably still be alive if we had just done things differently.
And I regret that my sister hates me more than anything in the world, and I regret that my family doesn't even want to see me. But I also know that it's extremely important to go through life with the right person. And no amount of guilt is going to take away from the fact that I want to do that with you.
You're taking a lot of baggage on that journey.
You know, the only thing we have left is us, and I'm hanging on for dear life.
Betty, I swear to you, I will do everything in my power to make this all worth it. I'm not going to fail you now. I will always be with you.
Come on, sweetheart. You and I should go get dressed. We have to go see our friend Buddy about those his and her sports cars that we looked at yesterday.
It's so romantic. I don't even drive yet, but I'll put it at the top of my list.
Oh, you're going to sit on my lap. Your hand will be on top of my hand, on top of the gear shift. I'll teach you.
Reverse sounds like the most fun.
Believe me, it is. Oh, do it again. Oh.
Addie, dear, come here. Come here. Sweetheart, we're not going to be going shopping for cars today, or tomorrow, or next week. What are you talking about, Jory? We have a special friend coming over. I told him it was okay to use the kitchen door. Dr. Bonner, how nice to see you. This is my husband, David Vickers. David, this is Dr. Bonner from St. Anne's.
Dr. Bonner, how nice of you to come all the way out here and congratulate us.
He is not here to congratulate you, you fool. He's here to take your meal ticket back to St. Anne's.
What you doing?
Fragrance candle. You know, I'm not a big fan of gardenias, but hey, you never know. Today might be the day that I like it.
Nice try. Lindsay, I know exactly what's going on here, and it's going to come to a screaming halt right here, right now.
You're damn good at this.
Well, 3 months in the county jail outside of St. Louis.
For what?
Come on. DUI.
3 months for a DUI?
Believe me, it was justified.
See, with an attitude like that, that's what's going to get you Vicky back.
What?
Well, you take responsibility. She likes that. Very important to her.
Roxy, I love Vicky very much. And for all I know, she may love me, but I don't really think she's ever going to let me back into her life.
Have you read that book, The Power of Possible Thinking?
Come on. You know, why would she ever trust me again? I mean, my son Jared was bilking her kid's family out of their fortune, and I covered for him. And she also hates the fact that I made Rex think that he was my son. I mean, she thought it was cruel. Which...
Not as cruel as... nothing. I got a long history with Vicky, so I'm going to have a talk with her. I'm going to tell her I was totally responsible for you saying that you were Rex's dad.
Roxy, I'm a grown man. I need to take responsibility for what I did.
Is that one of the 39 steps?
I think that's the 12th step, but yeah.
Only 12? Oh, no.
Good morning, Rox. Dad, please tell me you still have some of that coffee. Morning, son.
No, your father finished up the whole pot.
No problem. Sit down. I'll fix up the rest of it.
Oh, you know what? I will be right back. Our shower was short on towels. Man, I was ready to jump in.
I'll take these from you. And no tip, cowboy.
I'd sleep. Oh, I don't do much of that these days. Yeah, right. I know what you mean. I was very glad to see it in print that the Buchanans have decided not to press charges. I was a little worried that they might be going to back it down on their promise.
Owen Clint wouldn't do that. I was ready to go to prison, Dad.
I know you were.
If it weren't for Natalie, I just owe her so much.
Jazz said you need some towels.
Yeah, thanks. Alex, I just... Yeah, when I took a shower anyway. You okay, so? Hey, it's gonna be alright.
Sweetheart, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I love Nash as if he were my own son.
I know. And he knew it too, and it meant a lot to us. Thank you.
Is there anything that I can do for you this morning?
No, you've done enough. You're gonna have Jared locked away. You're gonna have him sent to prison. What's the matter?
Yes, I'm sorry, but your Uncle Bo and I, we are not pressing charges against you.
How could you do that to me?
Whenever something is bothering you, you always want to change the subject. Maybe you want to light a candle, or maybe you want to just jump up and rearrange all the furniture. You want to do anything to avoid talking about what's really bothering you.
Nothing's really bothering me.
Look, I was a jerk a while ago. The reason that you took that material on Cobb and Webster and you gave it to Clint, that was just to help my family and just to help me.
That is why I really did it, Bo.
I know, but just because you didn't do it exactly the way I did it, I got the way I always did.
Which is how?
Well, there's no reason why I shouldn't share all this information with you. But no, I clammed up. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way I get.
Oh.
Yeah. And I do trust you, Lindsay.
You do?
Yeah, I do. Pa's long-lost son. It's none other than David Vickers.
Vickers?
Thank you very much for coming, Dr. Bonner. I'm afraid that my sister has suffered a severe relapse.
I have not.
She's behaving impulsively and very self-destructively.
Oh, now, what exactly do you mean?
She has married this multiple convicted gigolo.
Twice convicted.
I'm just doing what's best for you.
Why are you the decider of what's best for me?
Don't you see? Once you're safely back in St. Anne's, then I will have this dreadful marriage annulled, and then perhaps someday you will have another miraculous cure.
I'm still cured.
Addie, I am sorry, but given your sister's concerns, I do feel obligated to do an evaluation.
Do whatever needs to be done, Doctor.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not touching my wife.
Strictly verbal and reactive evaluation.
I don't care if you just want to talk to her. I'm not leaving her side.
I don't understand.
Sweetheart, why don't you let your father explain, okay?
Bo and I were forced to let Jared go.
Forced by who?
We had to cut a deal.
What kind of deal?
No, I didn't want to tell you today of all the...
Who made you cut this deal, Dad?
Honey, it was Natalie.
She got okay.
Yes.
How?
She knew the identity of Ace's other son and refused to tell us unless we dropped all charges against her.
Oh, God, is Rex still mad at you?
Oh, yeah. You know, he doesn't seem to understand I just want what's best for him. Why else would I pretend that Charlie is his father?
I really don't get that much.
Well, you remember when you found out that you were Vicky's daughter? You were Buchanan. Well, believe it or not, I was really, really happy for you.
You are?
Yeah. Because I raised you pathetically. I was really happy that you had a good family.
Hugs. I don't think I have that family anymore.
Still a Buchanan, aren't you?
Yeah, but, I chose Jared over my family, and I really don't think they're ever going to forgive me for that.
Hey, Vicky and Clint are still your mom and dad. They're not going to turn their back on blood.
I think I turned my back on them, so...
Listen, I don't know if it helps at all. But I'm here for you. And I always will be.
It helps. It's a lot.
Well, I don't know the answer to that question either, Jared, but I do know that the one good thing that came out of this whole mess was that I got my son back. And you were in this jam just because I stunk as a father. I'm a grown man, Dad. I'm perfectly capable of getting my ass in a sling all by myself. Okay, well, don't worry. I'm going to see you through this. I intend to prove to you that I can be a good father, and I would like to try to prove to myself that I can be a better man than the guy who lied to Vicky.
That was a judgment call as a father, not a failure of character. You're suffering because of what I did.
Okay, fine. Let's just say we're square on that score. No more guilt, huh?
Agreed.
Okay.
Please, Mr. Vickers, if we could have just a moment here.
Why does no one take us seriously? How can you do this? Huh? Even I wouldn't be so cruel.
Oh, yes, it's an act of kindness, turning my sister into your personal ATM.
It reminds me of sitting on David's lap.
All right, and how about...
Oh, that one's scary.
Addie is not my personal ATM.
Oh, no, you married her because you fell madly, passionately in love with her. You want to spend the rest of your life staring into her dear, sweet, dazed eyes.
If you had given me what I deserved, I wouldn't have done any of this.
If I gave you what you deserved, you'd be lead soprano with the Vienna Boys Choir. David, admit it. You only married Addie to get back at me. You don't care about her at all.
No, Addie is fun. She sees life as an adventure.
Jojo Keith.
She appreciates music. And that thing that turns people into selfish, craven monsters, she doesn't have an ounce of that. In other words, she's the exact opposite of you, and you are breaking her heart just to get back at me.
I care deeply about my sister, and that's why I'm doing everything I can to protect her.
Alrighty, I think we are done here.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Bonner. Addie, darling, I'm so sorry, but it's time to say goodbye to David.
No, actually, there won't be any need for that, Dr. Lord.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sure you're going to be happy to hear that I see absolutely no reason for Addie to be recommitted. In fact, she's more sane, more lucid than I've ever seen her.
What kind of quack are you?
I beg your pardon.
She has willingly married a money-grubbing parasite, and you say she's sane and lucid?
Dr. Lord, your sister fully understands the possible consequences of her actions.
No, she didn't.
It is my professional assessment that Addie was perfectly competent when she married Mr. Vickers.
No one in their right mind would marry this man.
You almost did.
Ah. I think I understand now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bonner. It's so good to see you again.
You too, Addie. And you really have made such wonderful progress. However, your sister is exhibiting symptoms of bizarre aggression and extreme paranoia. I think she really could use some help.
So, are you going straight from here to Nash's funeral?
No, I've got to take some material for the lawsuit against Dorian over to Moore's house.
I can't believe she took away B.E. just out of spite.
Well, we smelled a rat before. We should have looked in her direction. Hey, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings a while ago.
Oh, no. You always make me feel better. Hey! How's my best guy? No, I haven't seen Jessica since it happened. Hold on, Bo's right here. Will wants to write Jessica a note, but he doesn't have her address.
Ah, okay, well, my book's right there in the bed.
Okay. That's really sweet of you, honey, to want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. No, it's important that she knows that we're all thinking about her right now. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do it.
I forgot some of the stuff that I needed for Nora. I was arguing with myself.
I think Rex will come around. Eventually.
I'm not so sure.
Don't give up.
Listen, I'm going to church today, and I'm going to ask the big guy for a big favor.
You're going to church?
Yeah, for Nash's funeral.
Nobody told me.
Jess, I am just as angry with Natalie as you are.
No, I don't think so, Dad.
She chose Jared over this family.
That's not going to happen. Not today.
Yeah, your mother's right. We should both take her advice. We can't be thinking about Natalie and Jared and not about Nash. If we do that, they've taken away more than they already have.
I'm right. I should be thinking about Nash. I should be thinking about Nash.
I saw my dad downstairs. We had a nice talk.
It's good. I'm leaning on Roxy again.
Good. I'm glad.
Do you know that Nash's funeral was today?
No. I guess in all this mess, I just lost track.
Really, I think I should be there. I want to say goodbye to Nash.
I strongly suggest that you seek treatment immediately. Congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you, Dr. Bonner.
Dorian, I would love to stay and gloat if we had time, but we have to go out and buy expensive sports cars now.
I want a red one.
No, the red one's mine. But why don't we go upstairs and put on some of those nice threads we bought in Vegas?
You think of everything. Please, can I have a red one, too?
I said no.
I hope you have a good day at work, Dory.
Oh, work. Yeah. Guess somebody's got to do it, right? Dorian, you just keep that lovely money coming. We can't go to Nash's funeral.
What do you mean? He's my brother. You're right. You're right. We end up hurting Jessica more than we already have. I'm gonna go make sure Bree's okay with Lois.
Are you as worried about her as I am?
Yes, I am, because I know how it feels to have all that pent-up anger.
Vicky, what happened with you and Charlie?
There is no me and Charlie. I ended it.
I'm sorry. I know how much Charlie meant to you.
Lynch is so angry with Jared and Natalie, but mostly he's taking it out on himself.
didn't help matters to find out that David Vickers is your brother.
Well, you know, it's like what Lindsay was saying, all things considered. If Vickers is our brother, we can handle it.
Lindsay? You told Lindsay?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to keep this among ourselves.
Yeah, well, we are. I trust Lindsay.
Why?
Oh, Bo and I are doing great. Actually, we're doing better than we ever have. Okay, honey, I love you. Bye, baby.
I gotta take some material for the lawsuit against Dorian over to Nora's house.
Oh, my God, Nora has the letter.
You trust Clint, don't you?
Apples and oranges.
Clint and Lindsay did something behind our backs. Now, you forgave Clint.
Lindsay was the instigator, and she got the information by going through Sam's confidential files.
She wanted to help.
Oh, she's a great little helper, isn't she?
Look, I'm not going to get into this with you, okay? Lindsay made one mistake.
One mistake?
These are the papers you wanted. I'll see you at the funeral.